You're the one that wanted to do this with me.
Hey, DownFifty viewers, thank you for watching. It's been a while, right? Like, it's been over 2 months since I've made a video. I'm sorry for that. A lot of you have emailed, asked how I'm doing, how things are going. They're actually going really well. I have kept most of the weight off. I gained a little over the holidays, but not as much as I think I thought that I would. So I'm encouraged by that. Today is December 31st, last day of 2014. So we wanted to make a video and tell you about 2014 and what is coming up with DownFifty in 2015. But first of all, this is my wife, Sherri. I was telling her last night at dinner that all the emails that I've gotten, all the messages on YouTube and Facebook that you guys have sent me, about half of them have been about her, not about me. So I told her, I said, okay,
I exist.
you do. She does. She is real. Plus, it would be impossible for me to make a 2014 wrap-up video for DownFifty without her. Mostly because, you know, if you've watched my videos, you know that this started kind of as a weight loss health journey for me to lose 50 pounds over the summer, which I did. It was awesome. I still feel really great. But one of the things that happened that I didn't expect is that Sherri joined me and kind of started doing this with me. This was not something I did by myself. So your first goal, when I started to lose 50 pounds, your first goal was to lose
30.
Was to lose 30. You lost 30,
yep.
And then your goal was to lose
40.
You lost 40,
yeah.
And then your goal was to lose
50
pounds, which she did. So in 2014, there's our cat just walked behind. So sorry. In 2014, we lost over 100 pounds as a couple. Let's talk first about 2014, where we've been. Of all the things we've done, and regular viewers, you guys know this, we didn't do any crazy diets. You know, we really tried to just eat smarter. We tried smaller portions. We're doing smoothies for breakfast and lunch. We're doing just cardio for working out. You know, we're not on some crazy fad diet. We're not doing anything like that. It really was lifestyle changes that we were going for. So of everything that we did this year to lose weight, what was the easiest? Or what was the easiest?
I think actually the dieting, or, you know, the lack of dieting. It was just the smaller portions and the smoothies that really weren't as hard as I thought they were going to be. I really kind of went into it thinking I'm going to be starving all the time and I'm just going to have to get used to that. And I really wasn't. It was, I was perfectly full and I never really was super hungry, so I never really had those cravings for the huge meal that I thought I would have.
Yeah, and you know what's kind of interesting about that is that since we've taken, I mean, we haven't taken the last couple months off in the sense of that we went back to our old lifestyle. We've probably taken them off a little bit in portion control. We've taken them off a little bit in like the daily exercise. But one of the things we talked about the other night was how we both like are so ready to get back to that. You know, like we're ready to start doing our smoothies like religiously every day. We're ready to start, you know, kind of going back to those things. So that's cool. What was the hardest thing about losing weight in 2014?
I think the speed at which I lost it. It took you about 4.5 months to lose 50 pounds, and it took me about 7.5 months to lose 50 pounds, and I felt like I was working just as hard as you and eating less, and that was kind of discouraging. It was hard, and, you know, a lot of that is just men versus women, but, you know, seeing him lose 7 pounds in a week and me lose 0.2, it was kind of like, really? But, you know, I think it was discouraging, but I got there. You know, it was rewarding in the end.
The upside of that is that there were no weeks where you gained 7 pounds.
That's true. I never had the swings that he did. It was a slow and steady loss. And
I think that probably had to be, I know watching you every week when we'd weigh in, that had to be like this careful balance of you're trying to be glad that you're still losing weight, but you're trying to not be discouraged that you're not like really losing weight.
Right.
Yeah, I understand that. I think the hardest thing probably for me, honestly, probably would be those swings. Like, you know, I would go from, like, I really would. I would see 5, 6, 7 pound swings, not just in a week, but in a couple day period. Like, obviously I was weighing myself probably too much. I wasn't just weighing myself on Wednesdays.
Like me.
Yeah.
Once a week.
Yeah, Sherri was really good about weighing herself just on Wednesdays. I'd weigh myself like Monday morning and Monday afternoon, and then like twice Monday evening. And then, you know what I mean? Like, I was a little bit addicted to the scale. And so it was really hard for me when I felt like I was doing everything I needed to. It was hard for me to kind of stay motivated when it would go up 6 pounds. You know, that was kind of frustrating. Okay, so if somebody was just starting out, there, you know, a lot of you guys that you watch the YouTube videos, that you've subscribed, a lot of you have told me through messages and comments that you watch this channel not because it's a journey you're on, but because it's a journey you want to be on. You know, that you're trying to lose weight, or you're trying to get up the effort to start trying to lose weight. If you were to tell somebody who's just starting a journey maybe similar to ours, if you were to give them like one piece of advice or encouragement, what would that be? Especially, I'd say specifically like the women, because like 70% of the YouTube subscribers and viewers that watch this channel are women. I was surprised when I saw that. And so that's one of the reasons that I finally convinced Sherri to do this video. I've asked her since May. I was like, hey, would you be in a video with me? And it was always, nope, absolutely not. But we were talking, I told her that, you know, 70% of you who watch this are women. And so I think that, and because of the comments I get from people saying, hey, how's Sherri doing? What's Sherri? You know, you have your own little following, even though you've never been on this channel. And so what would you tell, like, a woman who's just kind of getting started in this?
I think don't get discouraged by what the scale says, because it is a slow and steady process, and start where you are. That was a big thing, I think, when we first started. You know, we couldn't run for an hour. That's, you know, we're still not really there. It was, you know, 15 minutes or 20 minutes, or, you know, just being active, just kind of getting off the couch for a little bit, and then you'll find that you can go a little bit longer, and then a little bit longer, and that over time helps you lose weight. And I think that's kind of what did it. So
yeah, I think that's right. I think what I'd probably say to guys or to women is sort of the same thing. Just like, be willing to commit to this over a period of time. You know, that when I started DownFifty, I knew that there were things that I could do, or fad diets I could do, or things I could try that would get me to 50 pounds quicker than I did. But I also knew that once I stopped, I would put that weight back on, and it would kind of be, it just wouldn't be a lifestyle change like we're looking for. So commit to this for, take 5 months, take 6 months, take 2015.
Take a year.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's great. Take a year and say, you know what, like, yes, I might only lose a half a pound a week for the whole year. It's like 25 pounds over the course of a year, if that's what you do. That's huge. So that's what I'd say, like, and make small changes, you know. In a lot of the videos I've talked about, you know, there are things that we haven't really cut out anything as far as, like, it's not like I'm not eating pizza any longer. But now it's like, if we order a pizza, we don't get 2 larges. You know, we get a small pizza and like a big salad. And so look for those little changes that you can make in your life that will make a difference over the long term. So I'd say, yeah, commit to it for a year or 6 months, or commit to it even for a number. Say, you know what, I'm going to do this until I lose 20 pounds.
But make it reasonable.
Yeah.
I think that was a big thing with us too, that we, you know, we both have far more than 50 pounds to lose, but I think that that first goal of 50 pounds was attainable. You know, ultimately we'd like to be much less, but if we start with that ultimate goal, it just looks so far in the future that it's discouraging and we're never going to make it. And
yeah.
So I think setting, you know, 10-pound goals, and then when you reach that, 10 more, and reach that 10 more, then I think that's a lot easier.
Yeah, and I think that's a really great transition, kind of talk about 2015, because you talk about how we want to lose more weight. I've been very clear on this channel that it's called DownFifty, but I need to lose a lot more than 50 pounds. I've lost about over 100 pounds from when I was my heaviest, which is great, but I still needed to lose a lot more. So in 2015, we lost 100 pounds in 2014. That's what we're trying to do again, right? Like another 100 pounds. So 50 pounds from each of us this year. Why 50? Well,
it's an attainable goal.
Yeah, it's an attainable goal. Like,
it's still not the ultimate.
Yeah, like we know we can do it because we just did. You know, this year we did 100 pounds together. That's amazing. And so that's our goal in 2015. We're going to be making videos. I'll be making videos. I'll get you to join me maybe whenever you can, possibly. It's going to be a little bit different in 2015 in that it's going to be less focused on the scale. Like, I'm not going to be doing weigh-in videos on Wednesday where I show you my weight and that kind of stuff. We'll still be weighing ourselves on Wednesday. We'll still be reporting the weight we've lost together on Wednesdays. But it's not going to be just focused on the scale. We'd like to make videos that talk about what are we doing, what are some of the lifestyle changes we've made, what are we doing, maybe, and look farther in the future, like what are some of our goals. I've told Sherri one thing that seems so far away from me right now is to, like, I would love to get to the point where I could run, like I say a 5K, but that doesn't seem terribly far away, like a half marathon. Like that would be ridiculous to me. I would love that. That is a long-term goal for me. So maybe in 2015 we'll talk about some of those long-term goals. But we're back to making videos. Took a couple months off. 2014 we lost 100 pounds.
Go team.
That is so much weight. Like, go to Costco, if you have a Costco in your area, and find something that weighs like 50 pounds and try to pick it up. And that's what we were carrying around that we're not, each of us, anymore.
It's a middle schooler.
We lost a middle schooler. Most people probably don't want to lose middle schoolers.
Some might.
That's a good point. So, thank you guys for watching. 2014, huge year. In some ways, it really was life-changing. I mean, that's a huge amount of weight. We are hoping 2015 we lose. We're hoping we lose even more, but we're being realistic about our goal. 2015 is also our 10-year anniversary. So that's awesome. So we're doing this not just for our health, but for each other. And so that's one of the reasons Sherri's on this video today, is that this weight loss health journey really is about us and not just about me. So thank you guys for watching. Again, I'm so amazed at the number of people who subscribe and who watch these videos because they seem so, I don't know, I just don't get it sometimes. It's just me stepping on a scale. But you guys watch. So sorry it's been 2 months. Glad to be back. Excited for 2015. And I think we are both, this is how I know that we've made changes in our life, is that neither of us, like when we talk about kind of getting back into working out, like that's what we want to do. We're like, man, I miss that. You know, it's like, as weird as it sounds, like I miss how I felt when we were working out, the treadmills and the eating healthy. Like the last couple months, like I just feel sluggish a little bit again. Like I don't feel like I did. And it's like,
have the energy. The 4 hours of daylight a day doesn't really help.
Yeah, we live in Alaska, so there's not a ton of sun right now. So that is true. But like our desires have changed. What we want is that healthier lifestyle that we were working towards, not what we've come from. That's huge. That in itself is a big change. So that's all. Thanks for being on a video with me finally.
Yeah.
100 pounds.
We'll see if it happens again.
We'll see if it happens again. 100 pounds in 2015. We hope you join us for this journey. Keep watching, subscribe, like, share, comment, all that fun stuff.
Tell us your results.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I really loved reading was comments.
Tips and tricks that you've discovered.
Yeah, I loved reading the comments and the message you guys would send us about, you know, hey, I lost, you know, and sometimes it was weight that you thought was insignificant, like I lost my first pound. Like that's a big deal. Like you lost a pound. Don't think that's a small thing.
It all starts somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. Kind of like what you talked about. Like you have to start where you are. That's all. So to go celebrate losing 100 pounds this year,
we're gonna go eat a huge New Year's Eve meal.
We're gonna go eat a huge New Year's Eve meal. Happy New Year's, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys soon.